Survival is a choice. Likelihood of livelihood being the voice of wordsmith reverses the surface on earth. Martians whose targets are partially regarded as the original tenants in the original garden, who chose knowledge in the sixth chakra, whose original song existed in the fifth octave, whose middle C resembles the fluidity of living seas, and a penalty for not knowing why they ate fruit from hidden trees, and why this was a mark of divinity. We can't even remember who was born in Tennessee. It's then that we lose touch with the energy, and thus losing the culture to the very vultures who author countless falsehoods in the name of the descendants of atoms, carbon matter for carbon matters in the atmosphere. They interfere with the winds and snares that signify the winter's near. For the time being, we enjoy the autumn's aesthetic, connected for a time being whose rebellion against the construct conducts his conduct. What's behind the studies are trails for the art of survival, for survival is a choice, and the path to the original Bible is a voice. Just as silence rings as a violent roar, the choice is yours, and the same token that voice is yours. Words is a weapon to protect our names. Forever we wept the pain of our forefathers, who bothered to hop overboard, who bothered to pick cotton and chop cane after hopping overboard, who bothered to take shots in popular wars, who existed as misfits with black fists in the air, who resisted so black children could breathe that same air, who could have went insane here, but chose to remain tame here for the greater good of the flames here. The very purpose the sun aims here, to connect with those who remained here, with the same tears our mothers cried, who never stopped to wonder why they were being taught to hate themselves, but the very people who want to emulate themselves because they hate themselves, and they were ashamed of what they ain't themselves, so they feel the innate need to paint themselves in the image of what they ain't themselves. As we fight for the survival of the entire, and survival is a choice, and to speak with fire is an entire voice, and we have a history of being loud, for the griots will not speak in the presence of silence. This is the survival of the original. Survival of the original.